Welcome back to That LA Garage. Today we're going to be working on this 997.2 turbo. This one is my car. I've been having issues. If you've seen my last videos, I'll keep you up to speed with the car smoking. So actually I had the turbo exploded on me, and then since the turbo exploded, I put a new turbo, and then I put another new turbo, and it kept on smoking, and I couldn't figure it out. There was a bunch of different things that I tried to get through to figure it out, and I came to the conclusion that I need to rebuild the motor. One of the pistons is leaking oil into the exhaust. I'm going to tear it down. In this video, we're going to tear it down and figure out what it is before I put it back together. It is a mystery. If you haven't seen any of the videos leading to this, I'll put a link in the description so you can get to it, and also the video of me blowing the turbo the first time. It should be right here or here.
Sounded like a pipe blew off. Oh.
First things first, I'm going to clean this up a little bit, and then I'm going to work on getting the transmission separated from the motor so I can put the motor on the engine stand. This is a PDK 7-speed transmission, and I'm going to also remove the wires from here and throw the wire harness onto the engine, keep that separate. There's a few coolant lines that need to go over there. This way we can take the transmission, put it away. There's nothing wrong with the transmission, so we're just gonna store it somewhere and focus on the engine. And meanwhile, anything that I see that's broken, that needs some attention, I'm going to put it in the list and make a list and order everything and do everything at the same time. So keep watching. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. And if you have any advice, I always appreciate some good advice. Alright, so here we're back. This is the engine. It took a few hours to get it to this point. I took out all the accessories, all the intake manifold, the turbos, the exhaust manifolds, coolant lines, water pump, everything else. Now we're down, and also oil pan and oil pump for the sump tank. It's actually a very impressive oiling design and system on this. I'll get to that in a later episode when I'm assembling it. I'll explain what I'm doing. As of right now, I just want to show you, this is the engine upside down. And if you would look over here, these are the cylinders that are good. You could see that they're black in there. They're flat black there. That sets open, right? But now I'm going to show you the bad one. This again is a good one. This is the bad one. You see all the oil in there, all the burnt oil in there, and the gook, and the valves are gunked up. And try to get it on camera. And again, this one's also good. So the problem we're having is right here. I'm going to continue disassembling this. I want to see the cylinder itself, the piston, and the heads. So it's going to take me a little time to disassemble the engine itself now. And that's it. So I'll catch up with you guys once I have the heads off. I got both heads off. We're going to inspect the head before the cylinder. This is a good one. This is the bad one. It's filled with oil soot. I'm surprised it still ran. That spark plug looks really bad. And here's the cylinder. Look at that gouge, it's huge. That's a huge gouge. And it continues on to this side as well. Tell me what you guys think. I am almost reluctant. I almost might say that the injector was running lean on this one, if anything. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. I think I gotta take the piston out. I might see, so if the piston is melted when I take the piston out, then it has to be running lean. It means the injector was clogged or not running like the other ones, or maybe it was just running too lean. Alright, so I took the engine apart. It's actually a very complicated issue, a complicated block, this one. So I don't think while I'm assembling it, I'm going to be doing a step-by-step like I did with the M96 motor. It's going to be way too complicated. This motor definitely needs a lot more attention than the other one. Not to say that the other one is not complicated, but this one is to another level. So before I start ordering parts, before I start sending parts to the machine shop to be checked and machined and all that stuff, let me show you what I found, so you guys could you know, do this with me step by step. So here's the piston. There is huge gouges in here. I'm going to try to pick it up through the camera. It's really deep scoring, right? Now, you also have scoring on this area over here. The top piston ring, compression ring is locked in there, and you have limited movement on the second compression ring. And you turn the piston a little bit more, and there's still scoring here. So this is the only piston and cylinder that got damaged with the scoring. I'm going to show you the block itself. It's a little bit hard to see. I'm going to try to, I mean, here you could compare it to the neighboring one, how clean this one is compared to this one. But I really want to show you how deep this, it's like a whole gouge over here. It's really, really wild. I'm surprised that it was smoking so little, tell you the truth, from something this bad. Maybe at different angles we could see more. You know, that you have scoring obviously up here too, and also here. Tomorrow I'll bring it to the machine shop. We'll see what they say over there. What could have caused this? I'm under the impression that maybe engine was running a little bit on the lean side, and this one injector on this one was running a little bit leaner than the rest of them. Maybe it was clogged or a little bit or something. So that's what my feeling is. But a surprise, not a worse surprise, but something interesting that I found in this is I have also bent rods that I had no symptoms of anything. The car idled fine and it revved fine. I had no issues. But let me show you. This is let's say this is a somewhat straight, because this one has a bowing. You see this? Let's see. Over here there's a bend right here. It's not perfectly straight, but over here it's straight. Now let's look at this one. This one's freaking wild. Something like this should have been catastrophic. I'm very happy that this is just bent rather than cracked. But again, here this is a straight one, and that's what this one is. It's like U-shape. I don't understand. And there's no, you know, on the piston skirt, you can't see any special wear of any sort that shows that it was even running any differently. This is the crank, and again I want to show you. Here's another one. Look, I left these two on. Look how close one side is to the. Let me try to turn it around this way. Yeah, look. This side over here is further than this side. It should be in the middle. Let's say right there. This one has equal distance on both ends, right? This one bent sideways. It's crazy. So I got 1, 2, 3. I think 3 bent rods. Is this one? Yeah, this one has also some type of little kink to it. I have 4 rods in total that are bent. These are oil squirters. Hopefully the machine shop will be able to pull them out so we could save them. If not, I need to get new ones. And here is the heads. I didn't get into cleaning them yet. These I'm gonna just rebuild, change seals, relap the valves, and you know, just freshen it up, because ultimately we do have about a little bit over 100,000 miles on this engine, and obviously some abuse. So let me tell you about my future build, my plans. So maybe if you guys have more experience with this. Oh, actually, let me stop you here. I've been doing research, and I've been calling and speaking with a bunch of people. I'm very familiar with the Porsche engines, but this generation and this turbo is I haven't built one of these yet, and apparently a lot of other shops have not. And I speak to a bunch of people, and I'm getting bad information or no information from anybody, seeming that a lot of people don't know about this. I do want to give a shout out to you know, when there is good news, you know, somebody does a good deed or something, you definitely gotta give them a shout out. Tom at Champion in Florida, they work on Porsches there. I spoke to him. Tom spoke to me for like, I want to say 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes on the phone. You know, he said he worked on 1 or 2 of these, and they were NA. And he said he told me about his work with them, and you know, together we said, because I'm going to give you my thing. So shout out to Tom. Thank you for talking to me and helping guide me, and you know, helping direct me with some of your experiences that you had with these engines, so I can make a better decision. Number 2 is, so to get a new sleeve, a block over here, because these sleeves are not replaceable. I can't take these sleeves out like the Mesker engines. The sleeves do come out and make it a lot simpler, but this needs to be machined in 3 ways can be done. You could buy a short block. Just the case halves are over $8,000. That's number 1. That is not happening here. Number 2, you could send them in to there's a few coating places. What they can do is grind out all of the material, all the coating material, and then they can coat it and refill it in, basically with the nickel something. I forgot what it's called, but you could do that. Or which brings it back to basically stock form. Maybe they say this a little bit stronger, but what I'm trying to do is, all right. So I'm going to explain to you the third process. Third process is they grind out this material on all cylinders, on both halves, of course, and they insert a sleeve, something like this. This is not for this application. This is actually a used one, but this type of sleeve is just straight iron, so it has all the strength, and they would put it in here and press it down, and after they put all sleeves, they would deck the whole hood. Not the whole hood, the whole thing, and you could use a regular gasket afterwards, and you have no issues. And at the same time, you can use a thicker a sleeve here. You have thicker material rather than the aluminum. Now, that's the way that I'm going to go. And unless one of you guys have you know, any other information, I'm probably gonna use LA sleeves, and On pistons, I'm not sure what pistons to get yet. I've worked with Manley in the past, CP, but I'm trying to figure out. The problem here is stock. Who makes these sizes in stock? Because I don't want to wait so long for them to make them. Because any one of these companies makes them custom pistons, but there's that. So if anybody knows of anybody who has stock pistons for a 992 turbo, that would help out. And I was also having this talk with Tom at Champion. I was thinking about going to a 4.0, overboring the pistons to give it. And I was asking him the integrity of the cylinder. Will these be able to hold it? And we came up with the conclusion that the cylinder will probably hold the power. The people from LA Sleeves, I spoke to them, they said it will hold the powers. But the issue is that I'm limited in this car with fueling, and it might change a lot of different aspects of the car. So let's just leave it at stock bore for now. And not for now, I mean for a long time, because I'm not planning on changing the clutch on the PDK. I want to just leave it with a stock clutch in there, because that also is a crazy upgrade, not within my budget right now. So that's it. Overall, I'm gonna go with Carrillo rods also. Again, if anybody has any information about these that do's or don'ts about this, because again, such limited information out there. Yeah, please comment below or send me a message on. I would greatly appreciate any experience or knowledge with any of these things. So that's it for this episode. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you in the next episode, where hopefully I'm going to be, start building it up. Probably send this to the machine shop, and then the next part would probably disassemble the heads and go through them, change seals in them, and things of that sort. Prepare them, and then at a certain point we'll get the block back in with the new sleeves, pistons, and everything. And also stay tuned for the Taycan is gonna come up soon. This is a new build that I'm working on. I'm going to introduce you guys to shortly, probably right after this video. I'm going to feature this car, so stay tuned to that. This is a crazy build, has very low mileage. It's a 2002. It's the lowest mileage Taycan to be salvage in America. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.